Akira.
Okay, let's read chapter 48. Chapter 48 of Akira. This is the final chapter of the volume. We'll do a look at any art at the end, and then we'll do a preview of volume 4. But this is the end of chapter 47. Akira has detonated, and lots of things are just being destroyed. In fact, it looked like Kaneda maybe also got destroyed, but we will see here. To be honest, this is mostly just imagery of everything being destroyed. So let's take a look. Stuff happening here. Maybe this is like all the buildings. Yeah, this is all the buildings collapsing down there, damaging the bigger buildings, which of course then is toppling things over. We get this awkward panel in the middle. Clearly this was not meant to be not well aligned for a book like this, but there we go. There's the big wave coming in. Destruction. Oh, okay. And we get another. Wow. Okay. So another explosion. Not looking so good for Neo Tokyo. Okay, we'll zoom in a little bit to see some of this stuff here. Yep, not looking so good for the oh, there's those, like, we saw those in the background last time. Okay, looking kind of irreversible. All right, more cataclysm, lightning. Maybe that's, yeah, so now we're getting like tsunamis and stuff. More disaster. And a big thing here at the bottom that spans the page. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see some of the art here. Street level. I see some cars there, maybe on the, those might be vehicles, kind of hard to tell. All right, yeah, and then like a big view of the thing happening. All right, we might be able to zoom in. I'm sure we'll get another full spread here. So we've got, there's the, okay, so maybe a little bit of comfort here in the sense that we see a lot of destruction, but there's still a lot of this city and town here that's like outside of the scope of this, but it's clearly destroying a lot. Okay, more view of the devastation. All right, looks like the waves have receded, water's pouring out of the broken windows and stuff. Yep, okay. Not a pretty sight. Gopal? 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 This is kind of like blub, blub, blub. So there's some bubbles. It's one of these charcoal briquettes. Boon. So they appear to be surviving. Of course, there's not much to police. Boko? Okay, boko is more like a popping or cracking sound. Oh, doka! So I guess it was coming up or something, but maybe like something happened here and then it's getting slammed against the cement, broken cement. Okay, we see a few of them here. Broken up roads, cars. I guess they're sort of coming out of the ruins. Okay, we see Ryu. Ryu has survived. He's on one of the buildings that looks like it collapsed. Oi! Hey! Kei! Oba-san! Kei, auntie. Notice like there's just water pooling everywhere there. Oi! Hey! Garang, garang. Okay, that's like the sound of rubble and things like that. Zuzun. So there's Chiyoko, Obasan, erupting out of the rubble. K! Calling out for K. Ooh, wow, look at that. Nice. Okay. All right, well, there's K. I guess she's crawling up out of this, looking out over the devastation. Oh, okay. Masaru and whatever her name is, they survived. Well, hard to tell. Hard to tell what's going on here. That doesn't necessarily look great. Remember, Takashi is dead. She had tried to save his body, but even wasn't able to do that. There's the colonel looking out over the devastation. All right, what do we have here? Corpses in the street, it looks like. Maybe some survivors. Yeah, so the shuffling people, survivors. Ah, Miyako-sama, Lady Miyako. Mono akete. Open up the gate. Otasuke Otasuke kudasai, Miyako-sama. Please help. Please save Lady Miyako. Gokijo? Goki. This is mercy. Basically, have mercy. Is it Kishin? Okay. And I want mercy. So let's just look that up. It'll be faster. Jihi. So gojihio, meaning again implied like have mercy, mercy. So lots of waves. It looks like this is a remnant of the temple, or maybe this is part of the temple, and whatever. They are all clustering around her area, requesting to be let in. Okay. So we get this. I don't know that we've seen a close-up of this tower before, but apparently this is the tower at her building temple. We've seen this image of like a sun with these beams behind her in the hall that she sits in. So that suggests it's all part of the same building. Tasukemose. I guess that's just like, again, save, have mercy, do saving. Shikashi. Or, I mean, mosu is to speak. What else would mose mean? Oops. Oh, do. So yeah, have mercy, but in a humble way. So have mercy, or do saving, save us. Shikashi, shinsha de nai mono wa, hai nani ni ireru wake ni wa. This is into the temple. Hai. Oh, I got the wrong high. There, that's the high that I want. No, that's not the high that I want. There's the high. High Den. French Shrine Hall of Worship, which we've seen before. Anyway, so this is like a response. However, people that aren't believers, shinsha de wa nai mono, people that aren't believers, as for towards a reason to be able to enter the front palace or the hall of worship, ... Meaning like there's no reason to let non-believers into the hall of worship. All right, let's zoom in a little bit to see this better. 助けを務めて物戦く者はすべて神社である遠の都様の何せだ。Okay. It's not mitome. Sutome? Is it matome? Motome. All right. Seeking help, wanting help. So tasuke o motomete. As for people striking the gate, requesting for help, all of them being believers, it's Miyako, Lady Miyako's, whatever this is. I recognize the kanji, but I don't know the kun reading for it. Oh, aogu. But it's not aogu here. It is ose. Oseda. It's her command statement. Okay, so it's the statement or command of Lady Miyako of all the believers, I guess, as for the people that are striking and requesting help, all of them being believers, it's Lady Miyako's command or request or statement. So I guess like maybe someone within the palace is saying this within the thing, that it's the statement or command, the wish of Lady Miyako that as for the people striking the gate and requesting aid, all of them are believers, I guess. Because only believe, anyway, you get it. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Yeah, so someone inside the gate says this, and so they're like, okay. Miyako-sama, Lady Miyako. All right, there's Lady Miyako. She's looking out Sakaki. Calling out Sakaki's name. There's the tower there. So she is somewhere up, either there. It looks like that's where the balcony is, maybe. So she's over there looking out. All right. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. All right. So someone is walking. They appear to have like a sunbeam on them or something. That's just the water like kaboom. All right. There they are. They're headed this way. Okay. They're headed here. There's a thing in the bay. Oh, this is the canal. That's the canal where they were. And so this is Akira. So there's Akira, where they left him, playing or doing something here. Levitating rocks. Okay, so that was indeed Tetsuo, the person walking with the sunbeam on them. Yeah, Akira and all his friends. So there we go. Tetsuo. We haven't seen Tetsuo in ages. There was Akira playing with the rocks. Akira crying. Those two looking at each other. And that is, I guess, they're people leaving. That's looks like Tetsuo there and Akira doing some people leaving. And not clear whether that means other things are happening with people here or if this is just a sunbeam and whatever. But that is the end of the chapter. That is the end of chapter 48. And this is the end of part 3. Again, part 3 was called Akira part 2. So, we're done. End of part 3. But that is the end of volume 3. There we go. So as is our wont, we will look at any art we have here at the end and do a preview of volume 4. We've seen this before, right? This is letting us know this is this story was originally published in Young Magazine, and these are the issues that were in this volume when they were published. This is the people and staff involved. This is the deluxe, which combines everything. Again, Akira 2. My other 2 volumes were first printings, but this one is not, strangely. First published in 86. This one, this physical book I have is 95. 26 printing. 26 printing. So there you go. Not a first printing. Sad. Oh my. I don't know what all this is. Let's see if we can find something here. Haha. Okay. They did not bother. Chuo Seifuki no Izan Nani. So this is something from the central government. I guess this is all maybe like propaganda material. So entry forbidden, Tachiiri Kinchi, permission, Kyoka, something group or country. Do that. Tachiiru Irobe, something. All right. Presumably, this is like more rogue people establishing their own rule of law. Maybe this is supposed to be like newspaper stuff about what was going on. We're not going to bother translating all this. So if you've got any interest, here you go. What does this say? Akira number 4 volume. To that, I guess, like, have expectations. Or look forward to volume 4. There you can see Akira volume 4. Something about Hawaii. Okay, anyway. There we go. We've got some art here. Oh, okay, they did translate it. Let me just quickly go over some of this. Central government still in state of paralysis. Okay. DLP fails to form cabinet. New capital in Tokai. Refugee aid. Aido. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Abandon hope. Abandon hope. The Great Tokyo Empire. Oh, okay. That's Empire country. Got it. And there's Tokyo. And great. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. What do we have? Japanese financing denied. No, that's somewhere else. So this is an independent nation from the ruins. What is this? Hai something. This is ruins. And Shindoku Ritsukoku. So like a new independent nation from the ruins. This is the work begins on volume 4. Anyway, yeah. So it's a smattering of articles, which we won't bother with. Okay. Again, art, colored in art under the cover here. I always thought it was, oh, it's in Russian or Cyrillic. Oh, that's fascinating. All right. There we go. Oh, and that's the final bit. Okay. So that was volume 3. Let's go ahead and do a preview of volume 4. Oh boy. So here's volume 4. Akira in what looks like emperor's clothing on a broken throne, presumably again with the symbol of Miyako's organization or something. Interesting. On the back, we've got a pinball machine. That's fun. You got the Colonel, Miyako, Kei, Tetsuo. Huh. Okay. Ooh, this is old. There you go. A recap of the... Oh, I got to be careful. That's starting to come off. A recap of the story. Ooh, okay. This is going to be interesting. Some preview of volume 4. Okay. Each part is like an act. They each get a name. So first act was Tetsuo. Second was Akira 1. Third was Akira 2. Part 4 here is Kei. So I guess we'll see more about Kei here. Oh my goodness. In the first 2 or 3 volumes, there were a lot more pictures than text to give the story. Now it's just all text. Since we have read the story, we're not going to bother with all this. You can see the characters down there at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good luck. All right. So that is it for the preview entry into volume 4. We'll continue here next time, volume 4, chapter 49. The first few pages are always in color. We'll take a look, see what's been happening in Neo Tokyo in volume 4 next time.